last video I uploaded to this channel was in September, I think it was September 18th, 2024, and it was just an OST rip from a TMNT game. I think the last video I uploaded that I actually had like anything to contribute to was a shitpost video called It Came to Me in a Dream, which I believe was April 7th, 2024. So where have I been? This channel, at least in terms of long-form video content, has been effectively dormant for, I mean, more or less 2 years, given that, you know, the OST rip was just an OST rip. That wasn't anything I had anything to do with. I just liked the song and, you know, couldn't find it anywhere, so I uploaded it. But, so what have I been doing? Why has there been no content? What does the future look like? Rebranding, I'll talk about that in a minute, and what's been going on. I mean, the channel hit like 1,000 subscribers not too long ago. I think we're at over 1,000 right now, which thank you all so much. I cannot believe that is a reality. That's absurd, but let's just go through it all, I guess. I will say I have not been entirely dormant on this channel. I uploaded a couple Skylanders YouTube shorts here and there, and I've been pretty active on community posts as well. So if you need to see what's been going on with me, you can check those out there. If you want to see like channel updates and stuff, that's typically where I'll keep channel updates. As you'll notice, I rebranded. This channel was formerly known as Bob-omb Productions, but now the name is K-Man's the name, or just K-Man, whichever works. Because that K-Man is my username. It's just what my family, actually just a nickname my family gave me a while ago, which is funny because it's a pun on how my name is Caleb, but my name is spelled with a C, so I don't know where the K came from, but it's back in high school I set that as my gamer tag in most stuff, just K-Man, and so that's what we're going with now. I just think it's just easier to condense it all. And Bob-omb Productions, I mean, I don't know, I feel like just putting productions at the end of a YouTube channel name is it's kind of generic. I mean, it was more of a thing back in the day, you know, it was just a product of its time, really. But, you know, there wasn't really much to it, and I thought K-Man's the name. It's just more, it just feels more personal, and I like that. PFP is now Mike Jones from Star Tropics. Go play Star Tropics. But hey, look, Bobby's on screen right now, so you can't be mad about it. Also, I'm filming this in real time as I talk to you, so go me. I am so goated at Skylanders Imaginators. But probably talk about what got the channel to 1,000 subs in the first place. 95% of that was probably the work of these two videos about the Disney Pixar movie Cars 2. It was a compilation of footage from that movie. I don't know, I said those movies, that movie, and it was just all the arrests and all the deaths that take place in the movie. The deaths one was first, and then came the arrest one later. I think the all deaths one got like, I think over 300,000 views, which was absurd. And then the arrest one got, I think, around 50,000, which that's again, that's absurd to me. I can't believe that, how crazy that was. It was never supposed to be like that. I didn't even create the original all deaths video for this channel. That was just that was for a school project, and I decided to leave it like like listed, not like unlisted, you know, just for, I forgot why exactly, but I made that decision just because for the heck of it. And I remember just throughout the week, just like my friend, like people in my friend group who like watch my channel, would just kept telling me like, dude, it's at 10K, it's at 20K, and I just kept crawling up there. Eventually got hit with the like made for kids restriction that happens to like all kinds of like Disney content that isn't like super heavily like modified. So yeah, I was miffed about that, but I really don't care nowadays. And then, you know, to capitalize on that, just because the success was success, and I was just kind of looking to grow a channel, wasn't really thinking much about, like, long-term effects of it. I was like, oh, I'll make more Cars content. So I made a community poll asking people what they wanted, and I think that was the video that had the most votes, so it was the video I made. Since then, yeah, and then I just kind of stopped. I think save for those 2 videos I mentioned at the start of the video, I did not make any more videos, at least long form videos. And why was that? Also, yeah, you'll notice both the cars videos have been unlisted. Again, I'll talk about that in a bit. I believe they've both been privated, if I'm not mistaken. So first and foremost, life's been busy. That's the biggest reason as to why I have not been doing stuff. I mean, I'm dealing with university. I'm dealing with looking for jobs. You know, there's just been a lot of stuff going on. And on top of that, I've had a lack of motivation due to, I mean, one, I've been busy with so much other stuff that it's hard to deal with that, but also, anxieties about what's considered good enough, because I don't have very high-end equipment. This $20 Walmart capture card you're seeing here is the most high-end thing I have. And so, I don't have, a mic at all. I'm just recording that into my MacBook's built-in mic. However, I then ended up taking a film class here at university, and that kind of opened my eyes to the fact that you can make really, at least, decent quality stuff without super high-end equipment, so long as you know what you're doing. And so that's, kind of reignited my spark to do stuff with this channel. But, also, beyond that, I've just had a lot of other stuff going on in life, too. I've unfortunately been dealing with, for a few years there, some pretty toxic people in my life, and it kind of felt like every time I would get rid of one toxic person, another one would just show up and take their place, which wasn't ideal. But yeah, all that's sorted out now. Yeah, I've removed all the people that were causing problems now, and my mental health is getting better. And, so that's created this desire to do more, but how do I just kind of return? That was the thought process there. How do I just start making stuff? What do I want to make? And, because of my lack of motivation, the big reason, it's not like I haven't wanted to make stuff over the years. I have, believe me. But I've had videos I wanted to make. But every time it would get to time to script it or record footage or record the audio, every single time one of those things needed to be done, there was a relatively high chance the video would be scrapped due to lack of motivation and lack of well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but lack of confidence. There we go. Well, lack of confidence in what was being put out. There just wasn't I just wasn't able to make the stuff I wanted to under those circumstances. And if I was, I just didn't. I didn't feel like it because I was lazy. I was lazy. I was kind of depressed. I wasn't doing great, but I'm doing better now. And the hope is that means I will be able to produce more stuff. I'm still very busy. Like I said, I'm at university right now, so there's no knowing 100% what it's going to look like on the channel here. But first and foremost, but again, assuming we go forward, I should go ahead and clear one thing up here. For anyone subscribed for Cars content, Cars referring to the multimedia franchise created by Disney and Pixar and owned by them, there's not going to be any more of that. I'm really sorry that's what you subscribed for, but I just don't want to make that. It's not my content. I don't really enjoy making that kind of stuff. I want to make stuff that I want to make videos about stuff that I'm super passionate about, and that means that that probably means that we won't be getting as many views as we used to. We being the channel, being me, myself, and I as well. But that's kind of okay because I don't do this for a living. I don't care what gets popular. I want to make stuff that I want to make. And so if you unsubscribe because there's no more Cars content, yep, sorry I couldn't give you what you were looking for, but if you're willing to stick around and give the stuff I'm going to try a chance, thank you so much. That means the world to me, and I hope I do not disappoint. So that really is the goal with this video and moving forward. This is kind of with the rebranding of this channel from Bob-omb Productions to K-Man's the name. The goal is to kind of go into a soft reset of the channel, basically, and just start producing content that I actually want to make, stuff that isn't just shit posts, and, I'm not going to try to feed into the algorithm anymore, which, I didn't do a whole lot of, but you get the picture. As you can probably guess by the footage here, I want to make Skylanders content. I've wanted to be a quote-unquote SkyTuber for a while now. Maybe not fully, but mainly, I have a lot of ideas for Skylanders videos. There's so much I have to say about the franchise, so much I just want to get out there, show off all sorts of stuff that I know. but I just never got around to that. Again, I got to do and I got a little taste of it through YouTube Shorts, and it's just made me want to do even more. So that's got #1 priority. Probably do some Nintendo stuff as well. You know, Mario, Pikmin, maybe a little Kirby in there. I do love all those franchises, so I would not be opposed to getting some stuff out there. Maybe some Star Tropics even. That's the there's a lot to say on that. Monster Hunter. I want to make Monster Hunter stuff. A lot of that might be delegated to my friend Paul's channel, if I do end up making any of that. Speaking of which, yeah, first off, go check out Paul. Their channel is linked in my my own. If you just like check my channel's page, you can find it there. I have a tab listed with all my friends. On that note, I want to do some collabs. I've been talking about collabs with a lot of people for a while. My buddy Xander, we talked about doing some some Minecraft collabs, some kind of tier list with that. Maybe we'll see. And then I also want to do collabs with my friends Paul and Connor. You'll see again their channels are linked there. I've been already have a couple collabs lined up. Just hope we can actually find the time to do it, because you know we're all very busy people. But yeah, though that's gonna be the goal moving forward. Is just kind of do whatever I want. Mostly again tailored to the stuff I mentioned. I actually, with Skylanders right now, I have plans to do like this big series-long retrospective going through all 6 console games, all 4 3DS games, and also racing, like the racing spin-off that was on Wii and 3DS. So we'll see if anything actually ends up coming of that. I really hope I can get the stuff finished, but again, there's a lot that might get in the way of that, but I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to deliver this time around and not keep making empty promises, because I know I've talked a lot of like, oh, I want to make a video about this, I want to make a video about this, and I just never really do. So I'm hoping that that doesn't become too prominent. I want to start delivering on the videos I talk about wanting to make. And so it's still going to be a little bit of a slow burn. There's just still, like, regardless of how much I want to make stuff, there's always going to be the factor of there's just not a lot of time to do that. And so, you know, I can't promise when stuff will be out. I can't promise, like, what actually is going to come to fruition. But I'm hoping stuff does come to fruition. And again, if you're going to stick around and give the stuff I do a chance, thank you so much. I really, really cannot stress that enough. Thank you. Like the nice little comments that people will leave on videos or community posts. It really makes my week, honestly, because I don't really think there are people who care. And then, like, every now and then, I remember, I think on the Cars 2 video, I can't check this because it's made for kids. I'm pretty sure someone commented like, "Oh yay, a new upload," and I was like, there's people who actually care about the stuff I make, and that's really, really awesome, and I'm really happy that there are people like that. And yeah, so that's about it from my end, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, again, this is K-Man's the name. Signing off, hopefully. Not for the last time in a while. Stay safe.